Yo, what's up? Welcome to Kind of Funny Gamescast for August 12th, 2025. I'm one of your hosts, Blessing, Addy Elliott Jr. Joining me is LaCroix Poppy, Tim, Yetis.
Oh, man. Very excited for a shitless day.
Yes.
Shitless Tuesday, as they call
Tuesday. Yes, all the kids
when we
are
do them
calling
on
it.
Tuesdays.
Yeah, when we do them on
Otherwise,
Thursdays.
it's shitless Thursday, but you know.
Exactly. I'm excited to do the very rare non-video game related shit list.
Yeah.
Which I can't remember if we've done before. We must have done
We
this
must have at
once.
some point. I mean, we've done so many shit lists that I'm sure that we did we ran out of, or we had some extra time. So it's like, oh, let's do this other list. But
Yeah.
people are always sending us shit lists to cover. And it's hard because we can't look at the list.
Yes.
So that's part of the fun is like, we don't know the quality of the list. That's the point of the whole show.
Yes.
But like, sometimes it's like, we don't know if we're going to get just a straight dud of a topic. But every once in a while you see something, you're like, there's something here. And this is just such an obvious slam dunk.
Oh yeah, and like, I think the fun thing about shit list in the post show era, because we used to do shit list, but it was like 15 minutes long.
Yeah.
We would speculate for a couple minutes and then get into it, and it was done and done over. Now that we have full games casts, we can get into these slightly or longer lists and then do longer speculation.
It's fun.
And there are certain lists like this one today where I'm more excited about the
The
speculation.
conversation, for
Yes.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. And so let's not waste time. Let's get right into it. Because remember, this is the Kind of Funny Gamescast.
Is it?
Well, no.
I
Because we're
feel like
making a
it's
switch.
also kind of a funny screencast.
I mean,
There
let's
we go.
lean into
Yeah.
it. There we go. Thank
Yeah.
you, Barrett. Barrett's changed the set.
We're gonna post this on the screencast feed because we will be talking about superhero movies and TV shows and things like that.
Yes.
But we'll also post on the Gamescast feed because you guys are expecting something.
Yeah, you
today.
guys expect a daily Gamescast, and so this is kind of filling both buckets for us. But this is the Kind of Funny screencast. Each and every weekday, we get together and talk about the biggest reviews, previews, and topics in video games on the Gamescast, live on YouTube, Twitch, and on podcast services around the globe. If you love what we do, support us with the Kind of Funny membership on Patreon, YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts to get all of our shows ad-free, watch us record them live, and get a daily exclusive show. For a chance to be a part of the show, submit your thoughts and opinions as YouTube Super Chats as we go. Housekeeping for you. We're an 11-person business all about live talk shows. So right before this was KFGD, where we talked about Helldivers 2 and Halo crossing over. And then after this screencast, you're going to get Mafia, the Old Country with Nick, who's been having a blast playing this game, apparently.
Hilarious.
If you're a Kind of Funny member, today's Gregway is coming at you from Tim. Thank you to our Patreon producers, Carl Jacobs, Omega Buster, and Delaney, the Psalm Twining. Today we're brought to you by Shady Rays and Aura Frames, but we'll tell you about that later. For now, let's start with topic of the show.
Before we get to that, though,
Yes.
since this is a screencast, I have free reign to just talk about things on TV,
Oh,
movies,
yeah.
and trailers. So I want to do that for just a little bit before we get to the topic at hand, the shit list itself. Before the show started, we were kind of talking about a couple recent shows that have been coming out.
Yep.
That a lot of people have been asking our opinions on. I want to start with King of the Hill.
King of the Hill,
King
back
of the Hill.
for a new season 14, which when I tell you, when I went on Hulu and I saw that they just added it as a new season as opposed to doing a reboot, I was like, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's a really fun way of doing it.
What is your history with King of the Hill?
Very little. It was on TV. As a kid, I watched Adult Swim all the time, but King of the Hill was never one that really grabbed my attention. However, my friends really liked King of the Hill and they would talk about it often, but I would like watch an episode here or there. And it was never like I hate the show kind of thing. It was never that. It just never really aligned directly with my tastes.
Yeah.
And so I just always skipped it.
Yeah.
But now I think the 31-year-old version of myself is more likely, or like, I guess more aligned with watching King of the Hill.
Barrett, you just popped up.
You're the target audience now.
Honestly.
Also, the set isn't right. Hold on. This is also old.
Oh, man.
Let's go
Just scroll through
here.
them.
Let me see if I can find it.
We're gonna find it. We're gonna find it.
Let's go here. Let's turn that off. There we go.
Ah, there we go.
Oh,
there we go.
yeah. Okay. I
Yes,
like that.
yes,
I like that.
yes.
Of course, King of the Hill. Everyone's favorite anime.
Everybody loves the King of the Hill anime.
No, I do. It is funny you say that, Barrett, for the memes and all of it. But also, I associate King of the Hill and Barrett so closely, mainly because, like, I am so enamored by Andy's impressions that he does.
Yeah.
I'm enamored by Nick's impressions for a completely different reason because they're absolute garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Barrett's King of the Hill impressions make me laugh every time.
What was it? Bobby?
Bobby, that boy ain't right.
It's just so fucking
That's
funny.
really good.
All right?
That's really
and
good.
what about the purse?
That's my purse. I don't know you. I can't do a good Bobby anymore.
It's so fucking funny. Anyway,
My Bobby turns into Toad now.
yeah, it gets there eventually. But I was interested in this King of the Hill reboot, like just lightly.
Yeah.
Because I grew up with King of the Hill, but it was always, Kevin and I were just talking about this before the show too. Like when we were first watching it, it was definitely the show we didn't want to watch. It was definitely the show that when it was on, we're like, ah, man, like it clearly wasn't for us, for these little kids. Pretty quickly though, like I would say once we got even into the like high school stage, watching the show, it's like, oh, we were just dumb kids that didn't get it. Like, this is some really good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm 2 episodes into the new season, thrilled with it.
Yeah.
I can't believe the quality of this show. Like, it's special.
Dude,
man.
I've been loving the writing. I'm probably about 4 or 5 episodes in, and it's the lovely thing of I love where they kind of place it, because it is a time jump. Bobby is older, and he's like in the workforce, and he's like a chef now, working for a sushi restaurant, or like a Japanese restaurant, fusion restaurant kind of situation, and like what are the parents' names again? Peggy
and Hank.
Thank you. Peggy and Hank are like back in the country after being overseas in Saudi Arabia, which sets up the first episode is being
gold.
Yeah, it's fucking gold.
With a heart of gold.
And they come back, they're like, oh man, things have changed. They see a boba spot in the airport, and they're like, boba? They're just fucking bewildered. And they like call a car, and it's an Uber, and they're like, oh, here's my ID. And the dude like gets out to try and get their stuff. They get their bags, and they just don't know what to do with any of it. They fucking see a poke stop or a poke spot, and they're just like, it's
what type of food is poke?
Yeah, and it's them interacting with all these things. I think what I like about it is with a lot of these like adult oriented cartoons, a lot of them are about, you know, current culture, pop culture, what goes on nowadays. I've also been watching the new season of South Park, and I've been enjoying it, right? But King of the Hill has somehow zeroed in a way where I've never thought about how much the world has changed. In King of the Hills, I'm like, ah, fuck, I guess, yeah, there's a lot of things that since 2005 that have just culturally developed.
Well, I think
that
it
I've
also
not noticed in that way.
I think a lot to say about just how culturally relevant and timeless these characters are.
Yeah.
Where they are just such great archetypes of real people. And I think that putting these real people in scenarios where I feel like a lot of the original show was still based on the same concept, but with the actual time jump, a lot of the fears and concerns that Hank had, it's the reality now, you know? And it's kind of just the baseline. And the way episode 1 ends is just very compassionate, and it kind of just makes you feel good.
It does make you feel good.
It hits you in a way where you're like, you know what? Like, the world's really fucked right now, but if everyone watched this show, I think we could be a better people.
1000%. Barrett is the king of the hill.
Mm-hmm.
What have been your thoughts?
I've been really enjoying it. Yeah, I'm only like 3 or 4 episodes in, just because it's been a really busy time of so many things to watch recently and to play. But yeah, I think it cuts to what the show has kind of always been, you know, like these are very normal ass kind of conservative leaning people but still are just trying to be good people and try to make sense of the world around them in really hilarious ways. To see Bobby and the kids be older and see how they have to now interact with their parents now as adults, I think has been really fun and really special to see. I forget Dale's son's name, but Bobby's friend still just burst out loud laughing, because it's like, you know, it's been a while. It's like, okay, does he finally realize that he's not white and that he's Native American? And he's like, nope.
Joseph.
Joseph. He's like, as the only white man on my crew, and it's like, and someone else looks at him like, wait, what? And Bobby Hill's just like, nope, just don't leave it. Leave it.
Funny.
That's so fucking funny.
So good.
There's an episode where Hank and Bobby get into like a beer making competition, and I'm not gonna spoil anything, right? But like my favorite aspect of it is like Hank being so upset where how beer is gone, where everything has to be flavored.
It's so good.
He walks to a fucking bar and he's like, "Do you have any beer that's not trying hard not to taste like beer?"
And he's so like, nope. Earnest, man.
It's so fucking good.
And the writing is it's whip smart. Like, I'm so into it. Alex Frazier super chat saying the new season of King of the Hill is the best one yet.
Yeah.
And that's
cool.
awesome, man. I mean, I'm having a great time with it. Like, it's It's very cool. We also have a super chat from Rainmaker's Quest saying, are you guys excited for Alien Earth? First 2 episodes premiere tonight, and then it's weekly after that on FX, which means Hulu. I was excited for it, and then the initial kind of press review seemed a little bit lower on it. And now that like the full reviews are coming out, everyone seems very high on it. So
nice.
I'm like, all right, it's been kind of a pre-release roller coaster for me. But yeah, I'm planning to watch it tonight, and I'm excited to see where it goes. But Eric Goldman, I want to say, gave it a 10, and I trust Eric Goldman. So.
Also, shout out IGN gave King of the Hill a 10,
which is crazy.
Yeah,
that was another reason I was like, I'm gonna give this a shot. You know, and I'm happy I did.
You've also been giving Eyes of Wakanda a shot.
I have. I am halfway through Eyes of Wakanda. It for people that don't know, Eyes of Wakanda is a 4-episode animated show on Disney Plus. It's an anthology series that takes, well, I don't know if that's the right way to phrase it, but it's a series that takes place throughout history of Wakanda. It's a time anthology.
Okay.
Like, there's a lot of time jumps, right? Timeology. And I think it dropped last week. Barrett, it's very in the style of Tales of the Jedi or Tales of the Sith and all that stuff.
Okay.
It's like a side thing.
Little short stories that kind of draw out a little bit more of the history of the country.
Yeah, and I'm really into it. So there's 4 episodes total. I've seen 2, watched both of them last night. I was only planning on watching 1, but then I was watching episode 1. I was like, this is fine. It's good, easy content to watch. It's nothing like it isn't blowing me away. Parts of the art style I love. Some of the character designs I don't like at all. So I'm kind of like torn on it. But when it ended, I was like, oh, I wonder if they're going to have this kind of like framework for the season. I'm going to watch a little bit of episode 2. And I watched them like, oh, I think they're doing something cool. And episode 2 was very impressive to me.
Nice.
I was like, this is awesome. I can't wait to watch the next 2 over the next couple days. But yeah, Eyes of Wakanda, it's a fun one. And I'm very impressed that we can tell these type of stories and that Wakanda can get so much love in ways that with characters that aren't of consequence, that aren't of ones that we know of necessarily from the Marvel side of things. But they're telling like cool stories that like, I mean, just top level pitch of what this is. It's Wakanda sending people out, sending their own Wakandans out to the rest of the world to retrieve stolen Wakanda tech from over the generations. Because they have to make sure that nothing from Wakanda is outside, and there's a handful of things that have somehow slipped out. And it's like, that's a cool premise, you know? And so far, they've really delivered on it. So I would recommend it. And we also have a super chat from Kinetic saying, Ironheart in review when? There's 0 chance of that happening. 1, we don't do in reviews for TV shows anymore. But even a screencast, I'm the only person at the office that watched Ironheart.
I watched the first episode.
Okay.
Was it good?
I just didn't enjoy it as much. Yeah, it was one of the Marvel TV shows have been so hit or miss for me, where I kind of hit the point where I'm like, if it's not blowing me away, then I just don't need to watch it, sadly. I skipped Secret Invasion as well.
So Ironheart, definitively not a hit, definitively not a miss.
Yeah.
It is in that kind of like, it's pretty good state. I will say there are things about it that I am incredibly shocked Marvel did. There's some cool character choices. They've done stuff with a hero that they've never done before. And I think it works out very well. It's going to be divisive to people that watch it. I don't think many people are. But there's some cool stuff. And it's not just, characters show up and like, whatever. That stuff happens too. But the actual story and like the character of Riri, I'm like, by the time of the show ends, I'm like, I hope we see her again, because the character that she is unlike any other Marvel hero we've had before. So, Ironheart, I put on it's pretty good list. And if there was a season 2, I'd be stoked to watch it. I'm going to watch most or every MCU thing anyway, so I know that's not like a glowing appraisal, but I'd be excited to watch a season 2.
I'm going to put that on my background list. There are shows that I watch while I make magic decks and shit just to have on, and like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I tried watching the new season of Don to Don while putting together a magic deck. Did not work. Absolutely not.
You focus on Don to Don.
That's a show I need to rewatch the episodes and just focus in on it, because I totally lost track. King of the Hill was very able to watch that and do the magic card thing, right? Like there are certain shows where it works, certain ones where it doesn't. I might put that on in the background. Since it doesn't sound like it's a straight dud.
Like Liam Neely is saying, same Tim, they created one of the best, most fleshed out MCU villains. Alden is amazing. Yeah, like there's a lot of good, really good stuff in Ironheart. It's just surrounded with a lot of pretty okay things. So I think overall, we're just at a point that I'm not looking for okay in superhero TV shows or movies. Like I'm looking for, at the very least, great.
Well, speaking of superhero movies, we got a list for the topic of the show, which is a shit list. I go online, I find a top 10 list, or in this case, a top 25 list. I bring it back to Barrett and Tim, and we judge it for your amusement. Today's list is the 25 best superhero movies of all time. This is written by Eric Francisco at Esquire. It was published July 22nd, 2025. So just a few weeks ago. So this is some fresh shit.
Okay.
Some of that fresh shit.
So that means it could include this latest run of superhero movies if they were so inclined.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Right?
You're talking about Fantastic Four,
Superman, Thunderbolts,
yeah,
Captain America, Brave New World.
Okay, well, let's
Okay,
not.
all right,
Let's
fine,
not.
all right, all right, Tim.
Top 25.
So here's the thing where I want to start. We always try to define the parameters of the list, right? If you're doing a top 25 comic book movies of all time, is it
Best.
comic book or superhero?
Superhero.
Cool. 25 best superhero movies of all time. That is a statement that I feel gets into that thing of when we talk about video games, it's like, all right, they're going to think about franchises in a certain way of like representation, right? Of you don't want to have every 2D Mario take up a top 10 list, right? They're going to balance things out.
Is that a problem though in superhero movies? I know Marvel has a lot.
I think in the sense of when you're talking about 25, we've had so many amazing superhero movies of different genres and takes that if this list had both Batman Begins and Dark Knight and Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse, I'd be surprised. Just because there's so many things that they need to touch on and represent when we're talking about 25 best superhero movies.
I think the natural thing with this list is we don't have the problem that we have in like the Nintendo list, for example, where it is, you get to the top and is it going to be for... Did you guys hear sirens just now?
Yeah, sirens are on.
Sirens are on our end. Jesus. I don't think you're going to have the Nintendo problem or like the best Rockstar games problem of having multiple GTAs or multiple Marios, because they're not going to be stacked up in a row. I think there's enough variety to where you can have a top 10 that have like Dark Knight makes it, but Begins doesn't, because there's so many things in between those two movies that I think would naturally separate them.
But what gets troublesome there then is the people are going to look at Batman Begins being number 23 on a list and be like, are you fucking crazy? There's just something we need to all understand as we get in this conversation, because I know it's going to get complicated and heated.
Yeah.
All right. 25 is not that much.
It's not.
And 10 is even less. So coming up with a list of top 10 when we already have a bunch that we are like, oh, that's definitely top 10. That's definitely top 10. They can't all be top 10. They can't all be top 25.
I'm so fascinated by what your view of the top 10 is. Because for me, it's like, I see it so clearly.
We do so many in reviews, and I hear our opinions. I see the chat. Like, I know where people are at with these movies.
Yeah.
And it's impossible to agree because of how many high quality ones we have at this point. And then you start going back to older things that are just timeless or classics and comparing a classic to modern best. And you got to put both. You got to have both things on the list. And that gets, you start to start running out of things where even just MCU coming up with 10 is very difficult. I don't think there's a unanimous answer.
Yeah.
I think that we're getting to the point that there's probably a unanimous, obviously not truly unanimous, but a generally accepted top 20 that I think that we can get into a place that
of MCU,
everyone looks at it and there's about 15 of them that are on everyone's list.
For MCU or for superheroes?
For MCU.
MCU.
Just MCU. But now we also add DC. We also add Sony. We also add, I mean, I don't know if this list is going to include not Marvel and DC, because what about Kick-Ass? What about
dude, I'm talking.
Just superheroes. We're like The Incredibles is going to be
and The Incredibles is going to be the first thing I was going to say as far as like, I think we talk about those and I think they easily make it onto the list. I think The Incredibles is better than most of the MCU. I think that's where I come into it, where, I mean, MCU is going to make up a lot of these movies, but I think because of the standout quality of like a lot of the movies that we have outside of the MCU, like I think this will be easier than an MCU list.
Let's start non-MCU.
Non-MCU, Dark Knight.
Let's start non-Marvel, period.
Dark Knight.
Like none of the Spider-Man or anything. Dark Knight, yes.
None of the Spider-Man yet. Okay. I mean, I'll say The Incredibles.
Yep.
Yep.
Logan. Actually, that's Marvel. But
Yeah.
Let's say non-MCU. 'Cause I feel like
Fine.
non-MCU is easier. So in that case, I will say Spider-Man 2. The original Spider-Man 2. From my boy Toby Mac.
And again, here we're not trying to make the list that we believe in. This is just what
best.
What we think is going to be on this list. And from that is trying to again go back to you're speaking for the majority of people here.
Yes.
Like we were talking about the 25 best superhero movies. There is a public understanding to an extent of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
We're not trying to get cute with this list. We're not trying to say something with this list.
Is it too soon to say Superman?
The new Superman?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
New Superman's not a top 25 best superhero.
I'm just asking
But-
questions.
A movie that is unanimously known as an 8 out of 10?
Wait, you don't think it's top 25?
No.
I'm not saying top 10.
25 goes by so fast, Bless.
All right, we'll come back around to it.
I mean,
Damn.
here's
I
my
think
thing.
when we start to nail down, I think Superman might make the list.
I think it's one of those. Yeah, exactly. The list came out July 22nd. I feel like they might want to say something with this.
Oh my God. I hope not. That'd be crazy.
Okay, well, before we get there, because I think there are clear better ones, right? Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes.
Yes.
Do we think Across the Spider-Verse?
No.
as well?
I don't think so.
It better not.
Man, really?
Ending in the middle of
It's
a
like
fucking
that?
They're
act.
so wrong.
It's
They're
like
just
that
so
about
wrong.
Across?
Yeah. I think it's very
Every
okay.
movie doesn't need to be the exact same format. We can,
Yeah,
understand
it can be
some
bad
character
formats. That's
developments.
bad for storytelling within its own movie.
No.
Yep.
Man, there's so many superhero movies. I'm excited to talk about this actually because
Yeah.
I get excited going through the carousel in my brain. That's not the word I was looking for. Yeah, maybe
I
it was.
liked it.
Of movies, and I'm like, Kick-Ass ain't 25, ain't top 25.
It had its moment.
I like
Yeah,
Kick-Ass.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Kick-Ass. Kick-Ass is amazing, and that's the problem. Is like thinking about representation and stuff. It's like it could make the list. I don't think it has to make the list.
I don't think it has to make the list,
But it
yeah.
could.
So that's another one I would
I could
circle
see
back
it
around
like
to.
very low, like 25. you know?
Blade. This is where I admit, never watched Blade.
I've also never watched Blade.
Yeah, so I actually don't. I
Which
don't
I know
have.
is blasphemy, but I'm.
I
waiting
know
for
that's
the
blasphemy
new
too.
ones too. I mean, yeah, I know people do love Blade. Blade, I think it's one would be the one that does make it on the list. But that's where we're going to start talking about like who's making the list and how. Blade, whatever. Write Blade
I'm gonna
down,
write
'cause
Blade down
I do think
because I know
there's a
Blade
chance.
is a classic, and when you're talking about movies to put Marvel on the map on the movie space, Blade is one of the ones, if not the one. I'll think it was the one. Blade 1, yeah, people are saying. Are there? Oh man,
Superman 1978 is going to be on this list,
Yeah.
and it's going to be high on the list.
Superman 1978. Which one is? I put 1879. Which one is the one where he flies around the Earth to?
That's
this
Superman one.
That's one. I like that movie. I haven't seen it since I was a kid, but I like that part. I was like, that's fucking ridiculous. That's not how time works.
Shockingly, that's Superman 1.
That's 7 I've written down so far. And we're keeping for to outside the MCU. Do any of the X-Men make the list? You have to have at least
is
one.
Logan on there already?
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah,
Logan
Yeah,
is on
Logan
there.
should be on there. Logan
Yeah.
should be high as well.
I'm gonna say the words "Days of Future Past" just to see what you guys say.
I mean, I think that, yeah, when we're talking about the general populace, X2, X-Men United, and X-Men Days of Future Past are the standout X-Men titles.
God, X2. I love X2.
I could
But
see
which one?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we could put both, like just for the sake of
For the sake
getting
of this,
them there, of like
yeah.
ones that might be there.
I'll
I don't
say
think any other X-Men movie makes the list.
X2 and Days of Future Past. How do you guys feel about First Class? Because I remember liking
Oh,
First
people
Class.
like First Class a lot.
Yeah, it just didn't have its like big moment. Like people liked that new crew, but then like Days of Future Past was like the old guard and the new guard are all meeting. Like that was like a
I need to rewatch First
First
Class.
Class is great though.
Because I want to say I liked First Class even more than Days of Future Past. But I've not watched it since I watched it in theater.
Both movies are a case of highs and lows. The good moments in each are pretty damn incredible, but
Yeah.
some of the bad moments are like our boy Darwin, man.
Yeah.
Like it's just like a sin that I don't know any superhero movie has committed one worse
Yeah, I feel that.
in First Class.
Those are both movies that are carried by James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
their chemistry together and just how good they are as actors, you know?
So good.
So keeping outside of MCU, I mean, let's talk about DC. Let's talk about like the more modern DC, I guess.
The Batman.
I would fight against it. But
Yeah.
I think for variety, I could see it making it. I don't think I guess this is my hot take of the Batman. I don't think it's better than any of the Christopher Nolan ones.
I mean, I personally agree with you
Yeah.
there too, but
I could see it being on the list just because.
I bet you if you rewatch it after Penguin, you'll like it more.
Yeah, because I like Penguin more than I liked it even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you're right, yeah. I just found it boring. But I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write it down. I mean, since we're writing that down, should I just write down Begins?
I just don't see Begins making the list.
Really?
Begins gets such a short end of the stick, man. And it sucks because Begins awesome.
Got like a resurgence because people look back at it as like actually being a Batman movie and less so of like the other two, which feel a bit more like that's a Joker movie is the Dark Knight, and Dark Knight Rises is, it is what it is.
His sister is like, did not grow up with superheroes whatsoever. So she's just in more recent years been getting into them. Like, and I got her into the MCU. She watched all that stuff. And then she's always been interested in Batman. So she watched Dark Knight. Dark Knight became like her favorite movie ever. Watch Dark Knight Rises.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until years later that she was like, man, I wish they would make more Nolan ones. And I was like, oh yeah, there's the 3. She's like, there's only 2. I'm like, no.
Oh my God.
There's a 3rd. She didn't know Begins. Isn't that cool?
I wish that was
so
me.
cool.
Can you imagine?
I
Can you
wish
imagine
that was
there's
me.
a prequel to The Dark Knight?
That's
That is
amazing.
fucking good.
That's fucking
Like, oh my
incredible.
God, this guy that he caught at the beginning of the movie was like a main villain in the first movie.
So sick.
That
dude.
shit would fucking blow my mind.
But just naming wise, like it makes sense.
If here's what I'll say. If the Batman is on this movie, because we're talking about the recent one with Twilight Man. Okay. If that's on this list and Begins isn't on this list, then I got beef with Esquire automatically.
Yeah.
Automatically I got beef. That's all I'll say.
I respect that take.
Yeah.
I don't think that for what this list is going for, like I think that they'd want the variety, going back to what I'm saying. And the Batman is very well regarded.
Yeah.
There are people that don't fuck with the Nolan stuff, and this spoke to them for very similar reasons in terms of like theming and darkness and all that shit.
Fucking film
Even though it
snobs.
added absolutely
You know what
nothing
I
new.
mean? The Suicide Squad.
No.
No.
I love it.
I really like the Suicide Squad.
This is I don't really want to call this a hot take because I truly don't
I guess when
believe it's a
Guardians
hot take.
exists, it's hard.
I need to rewatch the Suicide Squad to make sure I stand by what I'm saying here.
Mhm.
But I think that Superman is the least great James Gunn superhero movie. And notice I said least great because I think he's only made great superhero movies.
I mean, it's
You're
way better
including the Suicide Squad
It's-
in that list?
Yeah, that's the thing is I need to rewatch that. But I remember really, really liking that. And anytime I see clips of it pop up on Twitter and I watch them, I'm like, this is fucking awesome.
What do you-
And then I think about how much I love the Peacemaker show. And it's like, there's just a lot of stuff. And
Where do you
again,
fall on Guardians 2?
really loved Superman.
Where do you fall on Guardians 2?
I love Guardians. We've talked about this before. Guardians 2 is, I will stand on this, I think the best Guardians movie. But I also understand that that is not the majority opinion.
Yeah. A lot of people. And I think that's
I
mainly.
respect it. I disagree, but I respect it.
I think you disagree because I think the soundtrack for Guardians 2 isn't as iconic as Guardians 1. I think Guardians 2, to me, is much more emotionally impactful and punching.
Really?
I mean, that's the thing. I really feel like, and I say this, but I've been proven wrong about it, Barrett. But Guardians 2 is the type of movie you watch the first time and you're like, it's just not as good as the first one. And then later when you watch it again, you're like, I was wrong. There's so much heart here. There's so much good stuff. So much of what I attribute to what I love about Guardians, it's actually better in 2.
See, Guardians 1 made me love those characters so much, and Guardians 3 for me is the one that brought the heart. Guardians 2 for me is like, I remember some of the big comedic parts of the movie because that movie is very funny in parts.
Yeah.
But the overall thing just didn't. Yeah, it didn't.
You
do it
should
for me.
rewatch Guardians because to me, Guardians 3 was just continuing what 2 had already set up. You should give it another shot.
Maybe I will. Maybe I will. More movies outside of MCU. More superhero.
I want to
movies outside
throw
of
out
MCU.
the one Zack Snyder film I actually enjoy, which is Watchmen.
Oh, man. Barrett.
People, I think, ride for Watchmen.
Well, as they fucking should.
Yeah. It's a
Watchmen.
great movie.
Top 10.
I'm writing it down.
Top 10. You think so?
I do. And the only thing against it, there's 2. One, a Zack Snyder hate boner. People really don't like Zack Snyder.
I think his visual direction works for that movie.
I agree. 2, the Watchmen HBO show it's like the Penguin. It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
That I think that some people might be like, the movie wasn't that great, whatever. But no, I fuck with the movie incredibly hard.
Yeah.
Just so I can say it,
Mm-hmm.
Chronicle.
Oh, dude. I mean, personally,
I
think
Chronicle.
Chronicle should be very high on the list. Chronicle is one of, in my opinion, best written movies I've ever seen. And in terms of superheroes, does great, cool, unique things that we've now seen done a bunch of other times. But like, there's so much about that movie that just rocks.
Yeah.
And also, it introduced the world in a bigger way to Michael B. Jordan. So thank you for that.
And
I know
Dane
I know he
DeHaan.
was in The Wire. Dane DeHaan, who's also awesome. And then there was the other guy.
He's really good in that movie.
We can write down Chronicle because I think all of us here like Chronicle.
Yeah.
I just don't know that they're going to put this on
I'd
top
be
25
interested to go
of all
back to
time.
watch that today if it holds up.
Me and G watched it like it was at our last house, so it must have been like 7 years ago. But
Yeah.
like,
Still fuck with it?
I've really loved it.
I mean, this movie isn't on the list, nor should it be, but I love that there's somebody in chat that says Hancock.
That's hilarious.
I fuck with Hancock, honestly.
And I also fuck with Hancock heavy. I watched it on my birthday, whatever year that was that it came to theater, and like I left happy. A lot of other people didn't, but I left happy out of that theater.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there more before we get to MCU? I'm sure there is.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's a lot of things that like could be there because superheroes is there's just a lot. That,
Yeah, and also how far do we stretch that?
I mean, let's just go through the big ones. Superman, it'll only be Superman 1. It won't be Man of Steel.
No,
Batman.
I could see them doing the recent Superman.
I could also
could
see them
doing that too.
Yeah.
Let's put it down just so it's on the list.
Okay,
Doubleist, don't make me time you out putting in Leagues of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Get out of here.
I mean, what a movie, though. Top 25, no, but what a movie.
We wrote down Blade chat for the person asking. What about Big Hero 6?
Ooh.
Do we count that as a superhero movie?
Yes.
Yeah, we count it.
Big Hero 6?
I don't think that it's top 25. I think that it's great.
Yeah.
But I think I look at Incredibles and I'm like, yeah, Incredibles is there.
That's fair.
I don't know about Big Hero 6. Big Hero 6.
I mean, yeah.
I'm not trying to hate it on it at all. I don't know about top 25.
Yeah, I could see it in top 35.
Sure.
Not 25.
What about any of the Amazing Spider-Man, or either of the
No.
Amazing Spider-Man movies?
No.
I'm
No.
glad we're all aligned because I do not. I forget when. I guess it was when I came to the Spider-Man in review,
Yeah.
like re-review,
Mhm.
where I learned about the love for Amazing Spider-Man that
It's
people
me.
had. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's you that had
It's
it.
me, yeah. But I'm being realistic. It's not a top 25 superhero movie.
That's
and
all I
also,
wanna
it's like
hear.
we're talking about a greater public thing. I will say this a bazillion times. Amazing Spider-Man 2 has the best Spider-Man moments in movies, period. It also has the worst ones.
Yeah.
And it has more of that than not.
Shout out to Dane DeHaan.
And shout out to Dane DeHaan.
Dayton DeHaan.
But like the Gwen Stacy death and all that stuff.
I mean, yes.
Dude, the
Yes.
opening of that movie, the ending of that movie, it's fucking perfect.
The
And
spider web that reaches
the
out
hand,
like it's a
dude,
hand
it's
blessing.
art. It's goddamn art.
You know what? I fuck with that moment. I think
Yeah.
that part is.
There's
art.
a lot of moments in that movie that are sick, though. The Times Square fight with Electro, of him, the EMP shit happening, and him having to hit the thing to like save all the people from getting electrocuted on the Times Square. There's so much with him with the fireman's hat
What I will
on.
say, I would love for them to revisit Amazing Spider-Man. Like if they ever finally made Amazing Spider-Man 3, I'd fuck with it because
I'd fuck with that
there's
so
an
hard.
energy.
Andrew Garfield's so goddamn
Because
good.
I do love the vibe and energy of the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
This is hilarious
Uh-huh.
that we're having this conversation right now because maybe a month ago there was a thing that went super viral on TikTok of this woman's boyfriend who was just yapping at her
Yeah.
about we could save the Amazing Spider-Man movies. There's something there. We could save them, and I have the idea. I have the vision. I am going to edit Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2 together into what we are calling the boyfriend cut. And everyone got behind this guy. Everyone got really excited about this. And then he documented kind of the process. Well, it was from her perspective of him going crazy doing the conspiracy theory stuff. I have on my computer right now on my desktop
No
the
way.
Schweizer cut.
No way.
And I haven't watched it yet, but I'm very excited. But he straight up made a good movie out of the two movies. And at some point, I'm going to watch it.
I want to shout out two from the chat. Chillington says Mask of the Phantasm, which is Batman. I think that could be up there. People regard that very highly.
That's true. When we did Batman in review, I was, and we all were, shocked at how much none of us really liked it. Like, it was cool.
You mentioning Batman made me think about animated movies. There's a world of DC animated movies.
Yeah, but like to Barrett's point, like he just brought up the one.
That's
Yeah.
the one.
There's not. What about the Flashpoint one?
People like that, but that's not 20.
But
Not top
25.
No, that's fair. That's fair. That's
and
fair.
then like I think people also like that comic, that story, but like it adapted. You know,
Yeah.
it's fine.
All right.
The last one I'll throw out that someone else in chat brought up is Hellboy. I think there's room for Hellboy 1, and that's all I'll say.
We calling that a superhero movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we do ads yet?
No. I mean, do you think it's worth? I was gonna bring an MCU real quick, but we can do ads.
Let's do ads.
Of course, if you're watching this, then that means you love us and support us, or you hate watching. I don't care. Let me tell you about patreon.com/kindafunny and youtube.com/kindafunny games, where you can go and get the Kinda Funny membership, which allows you to get shows ad free. And speaking of ads, here's a word from our sponsors.
This episode's brought to you by Shady Rays. You know that moment. The one when you realized you left your favorite pair of sunglasses at the beach. We've all been there. I'll never forget leaving my incredibly overpriced sunglasses at a restaurant in Santa Monica. That was 13 years ago, and it still haunts me to this day. But then I found Shady Rays and everything changed. Seriously good looking, polarized, durable, and not stupidly expensive. And here's the wild part. If you lose or break them, even on day one, Shady Rays will send you a brand new pair. No guilt trip, just replacements. So now you can actually wear your sunglasses without fear. Y'all know I've been outside in the sun a lot playing Pokemon Go, and it's such a great experience wearing Shady Rays when I'm all out and about. Shady Rays is eyewear that has your back. We've teamed up with Shady Rays to bring you an exclusive offer. Check this out. You can head to shadyrays.com, use code FUNNY for 35% off polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. Shady Rays, use the code FUNNY. This episode is brought to you by Aura Frames. Aura Frames are the perfect way to relive your favorite memories that you created throughout this beautiful, beautiful summer season. No lie, Aura Frames are undeniably the best gift I have ever given. Family, friends, partners, everyone loves being able to have beautiful frames showing off their loved ones and their favorite memories. Aura Frames are incredibly smart and easy to use, allowing you to upload unlimited photos and videos directly from your phone to the frame. Plus, the coolest thing, you can order the frame online and preload it with photos and videos using the Aura app. So it's ready to go right out of the box when you give it to someone. There's unlimited storage, so you can store as many photos and videos as you can find, and it's so simple to set up. Start reliving your favorite memories by visiting auraframes.com. For a limited time, listeners can get $35 off their best-selling Carver matte frame. That's AURA frames.com, promo code KINDAFUNNY. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. auraframes.com, kinda funny.
And we're back.
Ernie Cooper in the chat says, you asked if people just hate watching. He says, I'm hate watching because Tim said Superman's an 8. I don't understand how you could hate me saying Superman's an 8.
Because I feel like
It's a
most
great movie.
people. I think I said this on another piece of content and people were disagreeing, but I feel like most people would say Superman's an 8.
Most people have.
Yeah.
And we're saying that with empirical evidence of looking at most people saying things, and the 8 is by far the most common
Chat,
response to
out
it.
of 10, what would you give Superman?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah. Ernie says he's joking. I know you were joking. Obviously, you're joking about the hate watching stuff. There,
Ernie,
but-
don't make me ban you.
No, it's just funny to me because I'm just like the Superman being an 8. I just feel like is like such a
Yeah, I'm
That's
seeing a
what
lot.
it
I mean,
is.
I'm seeing a lot of numbers that average out to 8 in chat. 8, 9, 8, 8, 8, 9,
7.5.
7, 8,
Yeah.
8, 8,
And then
8.5.
Chris
8, 9.
Anka says he's definitely hate watching, and then he also texts me
Well, that's deserved.
saying Watchmen better than the Batman. And
I think a lot of movies are better than Batman. I'm saying.
here's
I'm
the-
with you, Chris.
I'm not necessarily saying that. I also think that Watchmen's really good though. But Chris, I want to
I'm
know your
saying
top
that.
10 superhero movies because Chris has a lot of thoughts about my thoughts.
It's gonna be like Into the Spider-Verse,
But I want
Across the Spider-Verse.
Well, he's a man of taste.
The
He's a
second
man of
Across the
fucking
Spider-Verse, and then the third one we'll make after that.
But I want Chris's in review list personally for me.
Okay, let's get
Yeah.
into the MCU. All right,
Let's get into
because
the
right now we have
MCU.
13 movies written down here, which means half this list is gonna be made up of MCU movies. So let's fucking talking about it. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
I mean, where do we start? Endgame.
Well, Infinity War and Endgame,
Yeah,
and there's a lot of Endgame haters, but
and I hate them.
I hate them too. Movies can be different formats.
Although Infinity War is, in my opinion, I like better than Endgame. I think a lot of people think that though.
I mean, I think Infinity War is a better movie than
yeah.
Endgame, but I like Endgame more. But I think both are top 25.
I'm just gonna write both of them at the top just because I can.
And again, this is where the best gets complicated because you start going through the MCU and it's like, is Iron Man one of the best?
You know what? I'm making a new list.
It's going to be on this list, I imagine.
I'm making a new MCU list because it's hard to place these into the list we already made. I mean, I think that's a good contextualization, right? These aren't best MCU movies. These are best superhero movies. And I think in that context, Iron Man does make sense. I know it's a weird thing to quantify, but like Iron Man, I think has to be the best superhero movies of all time.
Yeah.
All right, Nick Scarpino.
Yeah. I mean, this is the problem with
it's
these
not
lists.
my favorite MCU movie, but like the best superhero movies, that shit was a moment.
It was.
And it led to tens of more moments of superhero movies coming out that were based off of it.
That's the argument, though. It's like, it's the movie that started it all.
But it's also really good, really fucking great. The end's not great.
Yeah.
Or
Sure.
the end is amazing. The final fight's not that great.
Okay, Infinity War, Endgame. I'm just gonna write down things. We'll come back to the numbering, right? Iron Man. I think Black Panther is gonna be on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Winter
1.
Soldier. Black
Yes.
Panther 1 specifically.
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
Guardians 1.
Guardians 1 for sure.
Thor Ragnarok, I imagine, is there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Homecoming?
The Spider-Man movies get complicated because like everyone's so all over the place with it. I think it'll be No Way Home.
Yeah, I think it's one or the other.
I mean, I do love No Way Home, but I want to say it's Homecoming. I think there's something about it being like the Tom Holland, like this is his Spider-Man movie, and it lives up as like a singular, authentic. It is him being a kid. It is him fucking like going to Homecoming. It is the interaction with Vulture where he opens the door. Like
that was a moment.
it's such an authentic Spider-Man movie, and I'll like.
See, here's the thing. I'm with you. I love Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Fucking adore those movies. You saying it's authentic, I think is the biggest criticism for that movie is a lot of Spider-Man fans that I don't agree with at all think that it's the least authentic Spider-Man movie ever because he's Tony Stark Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
sure.
depending on who's writing this
which is
list,
and I
they're going to
understand-
fucking hate on this shit.
I understand that like critique of it.
And then it's No Way Home. Because that has Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
And so everyone's like, it's Toby.
Yeah.
And he
Your
pops
fucking
out of the
youth
portal
costume.
like, I still don't know how to act.
Doctor Strange here's my thing. Doctor Strange also has like a big part in No Way Home. And the next Spider-Man movie is going to be the Hulk. Yeah, all
And
the
people have huge problems with all of this.
Yeah.
Punisher, Jesus Christ.
and Punisher, right? But I feel like in every single one of these movies, there's the adult figure that is the other guy from the MCU that's helping him through all these things. And I kind of like it as a staple. I understand that like, oh, well,
We
now
have
it's
Fury.
but
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I grew up with Ultimate Spider-Man, like that. I had that growing up, and I think Homecoming captured kind of the core energy of what Spider-Man is about while doing some of the newer stuff from the comics.
I'm just going to write down one of them
How dare
Spider-Man
they.
movies.
Yeah.
One of them
One of them
Holland.
ones.
One of them Holland Spider-Man movies.
And you know what? Shout out to Far From Home.
Thank you.
The
Barrett.
least
Thank
good
you.
of the 3, but still really good.
I agree.
And you know
Oh,
what?
yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal, I fuck with him.
I
Dude,
agree with that.
Everything involving Mysterio is absolutely inspired. Tying it back to the to Iron Man 1 stuff, a fun little nod, like unnecessary, but
I mean, like
fun.
everybody, right? Like they show a character from Civil War and like all this stuff.
Yeah,
Like
great stuff. Using the barf tech, like coming up with ways to make Mysterio's power make sense in the world, and then use them in the coolest ways possible. The snow globe scene.
Oh, it's amazing.
that's a top tier scene.
And you get to the end and him learning to use his spider sense. Oh my god, dude. Oh, it's so good.
It's real good stuff.
James
Avengers
in the
1.
chat says, "Where are all the Madam Web heads?"
Are there
Shots of Madam Web.
is it pushing it to have 3 Avengers movies on this list? Because I think Avengers 1 Avengers 1 needs to be on this list.
Avengers 1, in my opinion, needs to be on the list as well. There's a lot of critique of, oh, it looks like a made-for-TV movie and stuff. Again, y'all, what are we
Fuck
fucking
off.
talking
No,
about?
man.
Have some fun.
Avengers
belongs
1
on
was
the list.
special.
Yeah.
That was a special moment in time. That's going to be on the list.
Yeah, but then it's 3 Avengers movies.
But that deserves it.
It deserves it.
It just simply does. Like if we're
It's
just
fair.
if
It's
we're
fair.
just being real about top 25 best superhero movies, like those 3 movies that we're talking about are radically different and representative of the times that they came out in like such a great way.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, what do we miss? So far for MCU, we got Infinity War, Endgame, Iron Man, Black Panther, Winter Soldier, Guardians 1, Thor Ragnarok, one of them Holland Spider-Man movies, Avengers. Do we see Civil War?
No, Civil War doesn't get the love.
Civil War is still fucking sick.
It deserves it, but like,
So
I don't.
fucking
It's just
sick.
unfortunately titled. They shouldn't have named it Civil War. I don't know what else you name it, though. I just think when you name it that, there is a certain weight and expectation people have from the comics. And so, like, what we got in that movie, people were, like, let down by in their heads. But what we got in that movie, still fucking great.
We didn't even say Deadpool.
Deadpool's rough for me because I think the Deadpool movies, all three of them in different ways, are incredible. Like, I think all three are top 25 on my Marvel list, at least. But Deadpool and Wolverine's too messy to be on it. Deadpool 2 did too many things. Deadpool 1, I think, deserves
I think
top
Deadpool
25.
1. Yeah, Deadpool 1 would be my pick.
I just don't know that it's going to be there, but I think it should.
I think it will be. I think a lot of these are how iconic were those releases at time of release, and I think Deadpool 1 fucking like did something, right? I think it landed and had that, like, I mean, it did the Deadpool thing of being over the top, being funny, being rated M or rated R, did all that shit, and it was a statement. It came out and it had an impact.
I think the first two Deadpool movies, or at least Deadpool 1 for me, I know it was a moment. That movie is way less interesting on like a second watch. Like, I think a lot of that movie, I think, is driven by like surprise and kind of like in your face kind of shit. And I think as a movie, it's just like, it's fun.
So if we list 2 more movies, then we've hit 25. We can just list the other 2 Spider-Man Holland movies and call it a day.
I mean, let's just think if we're missing something, anything here. Like,
Is there a Hulk movie on the list? I don't think so.
no Hulk, no
We hit-
Fantastic Four.
We hit the Captain America movie with Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
We said Iron Man 1. We got the Avengers. I mean, well, hold on. You said Fantastic Four. Would this have been after the latest Fantastic Four movie? This was
I think it might
July
have come out the
22nd.
week of? Question mark?
I mean, either way, it ain't top 25.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I agree.
Another 8 out of 10, but not top 25.
Another 8 out of 10, but I feel like Superman is more 8.
If one of those is going to be on this list, it's Superman.
It's Superman, yeah.
Yeah.
Thunderbolts. I think
Shout
it
out to
could be
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
Shout out to Thunderbolts. It's not top 25, and I don't think they.
It's top 25 in my heart.
I don't know, man.
But it's not
a
on the
lot
list.
of people. I think the freshness of it could get it on
Maybe.
this list. I think it being fresh on
Bad
the
list,
brain
then.
and people loving Thunderbolts.
Chat's yelling Logan. We
have
talked
Logan
about
on there. We have Logan.
Yeah,
on
we got
there.
Black Panther as well.
I'm writing down Thunderbolts.
Yeah, go for it.
We'll see.
I love it.
Oh, Shang-Chi.
I love Shang-Chi.
I love
It's not top
Shang-Chi.
25 though.
Oh man, I want it to be.
The biggest problem with there's 2 problems with Shang-Chi. Aquafina, and which is like something that I feel like people just won't get over. Like, if you don't like Aquafina to a certain level, you just can't get past
See,
it.
what's funny is like I'm not the biggest Aquafina fan, but I don't think about her being in that movie.
Yeah,
like it's very
same.
much the thing of I really just tune her out.
And the big CG Dragon Fest at the end. can
Yeah, that was
Fucking
a
rad
lot.
as hell.
That was a lot. All right, I think we can just roll
Let's
with
just
this
get into
24.
it. See what
Yeah.
happens. Oh, Carl Urban's Dread. That's a great answer.
Oh, people love that.
All right, well, there we go. That's our 25. So the list that we have written down here are The Dark Knight, The Incredibles, Logan, Spider-Man 2, Into the Spider-Verse, Blade, Superman 1978, X2, Days of Future Past, The Batman, Watchmen, Chronicle, Superman 2025, Dread, and then for the MCU picks, Infinity War, Endgame, Iron Man, Black Panther, Winter Soldier, Guardians 1, Thor Ragnarok, one of them Holland Spider-Man movies, Avengers, Deadpool, Thunderbolts. Let's get into the proper list as written by Esquire, published July 22nd. The 25 best superhero movies of all time. Number 25 is Thunderbolts.
Wow.
Thunderbolts.
Hey, cool.
I fuck
Whatever.
with it.
Not gonna be mad. And look,
At number 25, I
these
think
are the
it's fine,
type of
yeah.
lists that I don't want people getting cute. Don't try to say something, whatever. But if you're going to try to say something in the time we're in right now in 2025 with where movies are at, yeah, put Thunderbolts in it.
Yeah,
for
put
25.
Thunderbolts in that bitch.
That's
Let's
perfect.
go.
That's perfect. Okay.
At number 24, no fucking shot. We have Shazam.
Shut up.
Really?
Shazam,
Look,
yeah.
I liked Shazam.
That's a fun
One.
movie.
But yeah, no. No.
Yeah, I feel like out of the movies that we listed, it's hard for me to put Shazam over any of them.
Mm-hmm.
But I digress. It's not a bad movie at all.
That's wild.
At number 23, we got Super from 2010.
Oh, I never saw it.
I was thinking about it.
This is the James Gunn joint.
Yep.
Who wrote that?
He wrote Super.
Yeah.
Well, I can read the thing here, right? Before James Gunn made his mark on both the Marvel and DC universes, he unleashed his own masked Punisher in Super, released in 2010. This pitch-black dark comedy follows Fry Cook, being played by Rainn Wilson, who tries to rescue his estranged wife, Liv Tyler, from charismatic criminal Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, I haven't seen this, but I need to.
That sounds awesome. I don't know much about this at all.
I also didn't realize that James Gunn did Super.
Yeah. It's crazy. At number 22, we got Thor Ragnarok.
Cool.
Which I got to see the rest of the list. I want to say it feels low, but I got to see
It
the rest
does
of the
feel
list.
low, but that's the problem with the type of list we're talking about. I adore Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah. At number 21, we got Watchmen.
Yeah.
2009.
That should be higher.
Never seen Watchmen.
It's great. But I think there's just too much baggage at this point.
Yeah.
I can't imagine you watching this and liking it.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm wrong. I should take that back. You should watch it.
At number 20, we got Superman 2 from 1980.
Fuck you.
Wow.
Okay. No.
Speak
Just-
on it, Tim.
No. We just did in review for these movies, and I watched these movies for the very first time, and I understand time and place and everything. And I think the important point for me to make is I watched Superman 1, 1978, and I was like, oh my God, this is old. This is not my favorite thing ever. This is a damn good movie. This is a damn good superhero movie. And for it to have happened in 1978, I have never put enough respect on Superman's name.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw 2, and I'm like, okay, I don't know about all this. And it only got worse from there. But like, no way.
Tough. And number 19, Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
this I think is way lower than it should be, but I also get people are sensitive.
Nah, man. No. Endgame's way higher than this.
I respect that.
Endgame is way higher than this. I will never have that feeling again, Barrett.
It's 11 years of storytelling coming together
Amazing.
Yeah.
with so many characters.
It's an end that they actually pulled off.
And it should have stopped there.
Rare we ever see a final movie actually freaking deliver.
Yes. It has like a top 1 superhero movie moment of all time with like
A top one.
A top 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally it's top 1 of the fucking everybody coming out the portals and all that shit. Golly. At number 18, we got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Okay. You know what?
I respect that.
I hate this list so far.
I don't think it should be above Endgame, but like I love that it's on the list.
Above Endgame is fucking insane.
Okay,
What's going on over there?
Okay, but do you remember the
Esquire.
fucking funeral at the end of the Guardians Volume 2? Think about it.
I remember the fucking Baby Groot dancing in the beginning, and I like that. I thought that was
so
fun.
good.
It's really good.
It's so good.
The Arrow fight scene.
But then Rocket and Yondu connecting and realizing that they're both the assholes of their friend group, and then Rocket seeing Yondu sacrifice himself and realize like, oh shit, like are people gonna remember me? Dude, the Rocket stuff in that movie is so fucking fantastic and pays off in 3. Go back to that movie, Bliss.
At number 17, you got Shin Kamen Rider.
Damn.
I respect it.
People fuck with this movie.
I respect that so much.
I need to check this out. Can you hit play on the YouTube video real quick?
I will not.
Oh, fuck.
I'm
I guess you're right.
sorry.
2023. That's too recent.
It's too recent.
Fuck,
We're
you're
gonna
get us.
We almost got clapped yesterday for all of the like Mortal Kombat footage from like the 1990s one.
Yeah, they don't play around nowadays. This blurb, I like how it starts. Imagine if David Cronenberg directed Spider-Man. That's the vibe of Shin Kamen Rider, written and directed by Neon Genesis Evangelion creator Hideaki Anno. I need to watch this.
Yeah.
I need to get on
I
this.
fucking need to watch this. That is such a selling sentence right there. At number 16, we got Hellboy, 2004.
Fuck yeah.
And
They're trying to be so varied with this list.
at number 15, we got Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
15, man.
I'm slow.
See, 15, I'd be okay with if we didn't read Avengers Endgame at number 19 or whatever the fuck it was. But hey, it should be on the list. Top 15, I'm good with for Winter Soldier.
The thing about Winter Soldier is I think it would win the popularity award for if you ask the most people what is the best singular movie in the MCU?
Yeah.
I think this would be the
Like
most
best,
number one.
best made, best like what is a movie
Are you
that has
saying not Avengers movie?
No, I think any.
Because I think an Avengers movie would probably be number one above Winter Soldier. But I think Winter Soldier would be very high.
I feel like Winter Soldier is like the one where it is you show this to your friends that like film,
Yeah.
and go, hey, this shit got
Out of the
choreography.
MCU, yes.
Like yeah, out of the MCU specifically, right? Like oh, this shit got choreography. It has espionage. There's intrigue. There's betrayal. It's got everything you want in a movie, and it's fucking good.
it's fucking good.
It's fucking good. At number 14, you got The Crow, 1995.
Also
we-
never saw it.
Did we mention Joker in our conversations?
No,
Fair enough.
And,
it's not a
we should
superhero movie.
You know what? Good point. To some people, it might be. At number 13, I don't know what Crow is, by the way. I've not seen this movie. Looks cool.
I know some of my friends really fuck with this movie. So
At number 13, we got Logan.
13.
13 hurts.
That's really crazy.
That hurts my heart.
Yeah, Logan is
top 5.
Logan is, without actually looking at the list, in my gut is top 3.
Yeah.
Like that's how much I fuck with Logan.
My gut is top 5 automatically, yeah. At number 12, we got The Batman, 2022. Fucking boring ass list.
Top
Fucking
12.
boring ass movie.
top 12.
Batman's awesome.
Just replace it with the Penguin TV show. I know it's not a movie, but it works.
Visually, it's great.
Visually, it is great. Number 11, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
It's my number one, but
That
That's
should be
an-
top 3.
That's
honestly.
another gut top 5 for me. I digress. At number 10, Batman 1989.
get out of here, Nick.
Iron Man's gonna be number 1.
I do love fucking Nick and Barrett. I think like I like the idea of those two behind the scenes putting together a list and it
Yeah.
coming out like this.
There's something
What?
about Batman 1989 that I really respect, and I like how quirky it is, and the Tim Burton and like the look of it all is so cool.
Mhm.
But something that I feel like another thing that I'm just very not in line with most people on is people that are like, Michael Keaton's a great Bruce Wayne. I'm like, fuck me. Like I just simply cannot agree at all. Like it takes me out of it so much.
I've never seen this one.
It's a fun ride.
I'd be down to watch it at some point. Well, maybe I'll check it out.
Nicholson
the
as
music's
Joker is like
Yeah.
it's a really good one.
At number 9, you got X2, X-Men United.
Love this goddamn movie, man.
Hey
Yeah.
man, you know
Hey.
what? Nightcrawler in that
In
beginning,
the beginning scene, I know.
fucking so
Lady
good.
Deathstrike. He's here.
Wolverine walking away from Stryker at the end, holding the kid.
Yeah, look,
This movie makes me miss 2003. Like seeing
Yeah.
like us talk about it and like even seeing just the thumbnail for it. I'm like, man,
yeah.
when X-Men was like the shit. What a time.
X2 is such a funny movie to me, and I feel this way about the Raimi movies as well, where at the time it was like, oh my god, I can't believe we are getting an X-Men or Spider-Man movie that's this good. This is crazy. We're living in the best time. It couldn't possibly be better than this. Because we couldn't ask for more than this. This is where we're at now. I'm like,
Yeah.
we got Logan, bro.
Yeah.
This ain't better than
Oh
Logan.
yeah, them putting this above Logan is wild.
Yeah,
Wild
that
work.
is crazy. Like I think like this is 2003. The next year we get the likes of movies like Catwoman,
Mm.
and then 2 years after X2, we get Batman Begins.
Mm.
And I think that's where our bars started to
change. Yeah,
change
entirely.
a lot. Yeah,
When did X-Men 3 come out?
2000
Was that 5, 6?
Oh,
No,
6, yeah.
5, right?
That might have been 6.
It might have been. Hold on.
Wait.
Somebody look this up.
Whatever.
Um.
That's not on the list.
Oh yeah, better not. be. Could you
2006,
imagine?
yeah,
2006. There we go. At number 8, we got Unbreakable.
People fuck with Unbreakable and call it a superhero all the time.
I
Yep.
fuck with Unbreakable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unbreakable's really cool. Not top 8. Definitely not
That's
top
crazy.
8.
They
but
wanted to say it. They wanted to,
Yeah.
you know, they wanted to have a moment.
This is like
This is a weird list.
this is like a top 50. Let's put it on here. You know?
Yeah. Top 10 above Avengers Endgame. All right. At number 7, we got
Fuck you.
Fuck
you.
Wonder Woman 2017.
Wonder Woman is a movie that legitimately is good. Like,
It's good,
It is. But when we look at a lot of the DCU movies and we talk about the DCU of how bad it is, Wonder Woman is exempt from that. But it's not fucking top 10.
It's as good as Captain America: The First Avenger because it's literally just Captain America: The First Avenger for the DCU.
I ain't mad with that.
It's good in the way a 7 out of 10 is technically good.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman to me is if you take Thor 1 and Cap 1 and just merge them together, but it's Wonder Woman.
This high is fucking insane.
Yeah.
On a 25 is fucking insane.
I will say I did have the jump scare because I forgot, like, I had to do the math of like what year was 2017. So for a second, I thought it was the really bad Wonder Woman movie that came out on Christmas that one year. Like
with
2020,
Pedro Pascal.
With Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
And I really was about to jump out my seat and be like, yo, fuck you.
This
at least this is a
above Logan.
fine movie.
This is above Logan.
This is above Into the Spider-Verse.
Yikes.
It's been a while since we had
This is
like
a fucking take.
a genuine shit list.
Yeah.
Like this list is like, I can't argue anything
Yeah.
for it so far. At number 6, we got Black Panther 2018. Okay, some good decisions being made here.
Mm-hmm.
At number 5, we got The Incredibles.
Cool.
It's the best Fantastic Four movie.
Another one that like
Which
is
is so sad, guys.
yeah, honestly. I would say Gut top 5, maybe Gut top 10. I think that's one where I'd have to start really listening out the movies, but The Incredibles is a special superhero
I
movie.
fucking adore this movie so much.
Shit's so good. At number 4, we got The Avengers, the first one,
All right.
2012.
Above Endgame.
Depends on who you ask, I feel
Yeah,
like.
that's fair. It was a moment.
It was a moment. At number 3, we got The Dark Knight.
Wow.
This is a
We
top-
all need to stop as a people right now
Mhm.
and just think about what's happening.
This is a
Yeah.
top
The Dark
one.
Knight is number 3. Logan is number fucking God knows what.
Mm-hmm.
Into the Spider-Verse already happened. What the hell could they possibly
Top
put at 1 and 2?
Spider-Man 2?
Oh, Spider-Man 2.
And Across the Spider-Verse.
No.
No way.
They're not going to
No.
do that.
Bro, they put Wonder Woman in the top 10, man.
Superman 2025. Because this is a DC sicko making this list. This is one of them DC sickos. No, check the name. Who wrote this again? It might be Greg Miller. it might be Gregory Miller that wrote this list.
All right, let's go.
Wait, no, not Superman 2025. Chap brings up a good point. We haven't seen Superman 1 yet.
Oh my God, and they put Superman 2 and there's no way.
Fucking DC
There's no
sickos.
way that they think 2 is better than 1.
Fucking DC sickos. They're out here.
man.
They're out here and they work at Esquire.
Or they have Batman Begins in the top 2? Question mark? Maybe.
I mean, if Infinity War isn't on this list,
I'm going to have to create a new 3 thumbs down. Like, we're going to have to create a new rating system. At
Let's
number
go.
2, we got Spider-Man 2, 2004.
Okay.
Called it.
so there's. Oh my God, I'm getting upset right now. My blood's starting to boil. We're at number 1.
We're at number
We're
one.
at number 1.
I don't know.
I don't think Infinity War makes the list. And if Infinity War's number 1, well, you know what? I'm not that.
Yeah, no, Infinity
mad
War
at
number
that.
1. I agree.
It doesn't
I
save
am
the
not
list,
mad at
though.
that.
It doesn't save the list.
I'm a little bit mad, but I'm not that mad at it. At number 1, we got Superman 1978. Let me say it again. 1978's Superman 1. The one where he flew around the earth to rewind time. That's the one scene I remember. I like that scene. It was fun. Yeah, no.
Oh my God.
There's a DC sicko at work. He works at Esquire.
This is fucking insane.
What's this person's name? This is Greg Miller's pen name right here. Eric Francisco is secretly Greg Miller.
Again, I want to make it clear that this movie fucks. And that this movie is a classic superhero movie. And from the Nick Scarpino logic of Iron Man, this being number 1, I get it.
Mhm.
I hate it, but I get it. Whatever. But when you look at the rest of this list,
Oh, dude, it's just
I
tough.
start
yeah.
getting mad. I
Yeah.
start getting real mad.
No Blade. No
Infinity War, dude.
Infinity War. Not Iron Man wasn't on this list, right?
Mm-mm.
No,
yeah,
no
Iron
Man.
Man. Do we have a Guardians?
We had Guardians 2.
Oh, yeah.
Which I'm shocked by.
Which upsets me.
I fuck with.
None of them Holland Spider-Man movies.
Oh, yeah?
No Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's fine.
here's what I'm going to say.
But we have Thunderbolts, thank God.
I think that this is a shit list.
I do too.
But I also think
2 thumbs down for me.
I also think, and I said this at the beginning of this episode, and I said it in Games Daily.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a single list that I feel like that we would all be like, that was good. Because that's not how this works.
I disagree. I think we could have done it.
I guarantee we can't.
I think it exists.
Come up with one, Bless.
the
Try
list
your
that
best.
we all
Try your
agree
best,
with.
Bless.
We have Chris Anka here gave us his top 10. And I think it's great. But
list
the
them.
Batman, Dread.
Is this like in order?
No, unranked, top 10.
Okay.
The Batman, Dread, Days of Future Past, Winter Soldier, Into the Spider-Verse, Blade 2, Infinity War, Incredibles, V for Vendetta, Dark Knight.
Not at all mad at that.
Yeah, but you are mad at the Batman.
But like, I understand that other people like that movie more than I do,
Yeah.
and so and it being on the top 10, if it was his number 1, I'd be mad.
Yeah.
But it sounds like that's not ranked, so
Yeah.
I let it slide.
Yeah.
I think that's a good list.
Yeah.
And I even like the 25 that we listed. If we ordered this, I think all 3 of us would hold hands because the 3 of us made this list together. Ladies and gentlemen, and MDs, this has been another episode of Gamescast / Screencast / The Shit List. If you like what you watched / listened to, give us a rating on whatever podcast service you listen to, and also give us a comment, give us a like, just interact with the video. That helps. Of course, each and every weekday, we get together and talk about the biggest reviews, previews, and topics in video games live on YouTube, Twitch, and podcast services around the globe on the Gamescast. If you love what we do, please support us with the Kind of Funny membership on Patreon or YouTube to get all of our shows ad-free, watch us record them live, and get a daily exclusive show. Catch today's KHD on YouTube or podcast services. Catch the stream up next, and know that until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you.